The landscape stretched out before Marcus like something from a dream or a nightmare. Jagged, blackened rocks, glowing rivers of lava, and plumes of sulfurous steam painted the environment in stark contrasts of shadow and firelight. The air shimmered with heat waves, and the ground beneath his boots radiated warmth even through the advanced insulation of his suit.
Keep your helmets on, people.
Anders reminded the team through their comms. His voice was clipped, professional.
Radiation levels are off the charts. Don't take unnecessary risks.
Marcus adjusted his visor, the built-in HUD, feeding him real-time data. Temperatures pushing the limits of survivability. Radiation levels that would have killed an unprotected human in seconds, and traces of volatile gases swirling in the air.
This place is cooking,
he muttered, his voice laced with both awe and apprehension.
Literally.
Callan replied, walking a few paces ahead. Her armor, like the rest of theirs, was matte black with a faint green shimmer under the dim light of the environment. It was designed to deflect heat and absorb radiation, a feat of engineering Marcus both admired and trusted.
But would you look at this?
She said, kneeling near a patch of what could only be described as glowing crystalline shrubs. The plants sparkled, their structures appearing both delicate and alien. They grew in clusters around a fissure where molten rock had cooled, their roots buried deep into the still warm cracks. The crystals refracted the glow of the lava below, casting fragmented rainbows across the rocks.
These plants are thriving.
Callan said, her voice filled with fascination. She extended a sampling tool, a claw-like contraption attached to a long pole, and carefully plucked a piece of the crystalline flora.
I'm getting readings that show they're pulling minerals directly from the cooled magma and absorbing radiation like it's sunlight.
flora that eats lava.
Marcus said, shaking his head.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Is that NVI here, engineer?
Callan teased.
Maybe. I'm starting to think these plants have it all figured out.
Reyes stood nearby, her rifle cradled in her arms. Unlike Callan, her focus was entirely on their surroundings.
Don't get too comfortable.
She warned.
There's movement up ahead.
Marcus glanced at her, then at Anders, who had already raised his own weapon, his jaw set.
Scanners are picking up signs of life.
Anders confirmed.
Could be wildlife. Stay alert.
The 5 security officers fanned out in a tight formation, their armor clinking softly as they moved. Each carried a mix of kinetic weapons, sleek rifles that could fire both traditional rounds and energy-based projectiles. 2 of them carried heavier equipment, grenade launchers strapped to their backs, and compact handheld explosives at their waists.
You ever wonder what it's like to not be paranoid for 5 minutes?
Marcus joked, trying to cut the tension.
Not when I'm around you.
Reyes shot back, her tone dry. Marcus chuckled.
Fair.
He scanned the terrain again, the stark beauty of the volcanic biome pulling him in despite the danger. The plants were like nothing he'd seen before, some shimmering as if made of liquid metal, others branching into jagged crystalline shapes. Even the air seemed alive, glowing faintly where geothermal gases mixed with volcanic light.
This whole planet's a paradox.
Marcus said, half to himself.
Volcanic zones like this should be barren. Nothing should survive here.
And yet, here we are.
Callan said, turning to him. Her auburn hair was pulled into a tight braid, visible beneath her helmet's transparent visor. Her face was flushed from the heat, but her eyes sparkled with curiosity. Marcus glanced at her tools, the data pad on her wrist already filling with streams of data.
You ever stop to just look at things without trying to dissect them?
Not really.
She admitted with a grin.
That's your department, isn't it? Fixing things and putting them back together?
Yeah, but I need to know how they work first.
Focus.
Anders interrupted, his tone a warning.
We're not alone out here.
The team fell silent, their attention snapping back to the present. Ahead, something skittered across the rocks. Fast, low to the ground, and just beyond the range of their lights.
What was that?
One of the security officers muttered.
Wildlife.
Reyes said, her grip tightening on her rifle.
Let's hope it's not hungry.
Marcus took a deep breath, his pulse quickening. This was what he'd always wanted. To step into the unknown. To see alien life with his own eyes. he hadn't expected the unknown to feel quite so alive.
I'm recording everything.
Colin whispered.
Whatever it is, it's moving toward that ridge.
She pointed to a jagged outcrop where the lava's glow seemed to dim. Anders nodded.
We'll investigate, slow and steady. No one fires unless I give the order.
As the team advanced, Marcus couldn't help but think of his father. He would have loved this. The heat, the danger, the sheer alien beauty of it all. It was exactly the kind of thing he dreamed of studying.
Wish you were here to see this, Dad.
Marcus muttered under his breath.
What was that?
Colin asked.
Nothing.
Marcus replied quickly, his cheeks coloring slightly. They continued forward, the ridge looming closer. Marcus could feel the heat intensifying, his HUD alerting him to a rise in radiation levels. The crystalline plants grew denser here, their shapes more intricate and their glow brighter.
Whatever's out there,
Reyes said, her voice low.
I think it's watching us.
The team moved as one, their boots crunching on the volcanic soil, their gear glinting in the otherworldly light. For Marcus, every step felt like a small victory, a chance to live the adventure he'd always dreamed of, even as the unknown loomed ever larger in the fiery shadows ahead.